With the summer coming to a close, taking with it the warm summer nights and replacing it with the cool, crisp fall air, many may be wondering what are the best things to do during the fall. I personally enjoy the fall with the smell of cinnamon and pumpkin spice everywhere you go, and I'm here today to tell you what are the 5 best activities to do during the fall. Starting off with number 5, in the fall with Thanksgiving and family gatherings, creating good food, especially baked goods, is essential. Whenever I smell cinnamon or pumpkin anything, I'm instantly reminded of fall. Baking is a good way to spend time with the ones you love in creating following recipes. Even though the baked goods may not end the way that it was intended, they still were made with love. Baking puts me in the fall mood, whether if my family and I gave up on our pie and buy a new one, or attempting to make a cinnamon bread with my grandma, baking draws my family closer. Once the house smells completely like the baked goods and everyone's mouths are watering, the baked good comes out and my family devours it. Baking it for my family is not necessarily about the result of the food, but rather the quality time we spent together making the fall-themed food. Especially here in Michigan, the turning of the leaves is such a beautiful sight and is why the changing and falling of the leaves is number 4 on my list. The different stages of color that the leaves go through is just a beautiful sight to see. The leaves make for a perfect opportunity to take family pictures and is what my family does. And finally, once the leaves fall, then you have the opportunity to rake them into a pile and jump in and have some enjoyment. When I was little, jumping and playing in the leaves was one of my favorites. The opportunities to create fun are endless, whether if we were just jumping into the huge pile of leaves, having competitions on who could hide the best, or trying to find a toy in the pile. Those memories are one that I cherish. Even though the task of getting the leaves into the pile was gruesome, the aftermath was definitely worth the hard work. Continuing down the list at number 3, one of the most memorable yet competitive aspects of fall is football season on both the high school and collegiate level. Whether if you are rooting for your hometown or your favorite college, the football games will allow people to connect with one another whilst cheering in the stands. With the themed Friday Night Light games that consist of Beach Day, Red, White, and Blue, Whiteout, and many others, being in the student section at a football game compares to no other. Or going to college football games and being able to cheer at the top of your lungs for the team you have loved since you were a kid. Being at the various games, both home and away, brings back both good memories and creates new ones. A student myself, being in the student section draws you closer to people, and nothing compares to the pure excitement and joy that the students experience when their team makes a touchdown or a good play. Coming in at number 2, going to a pumpkin patch. Who does not remember trying to get the biggest pumpkin in the patch as a kid? When I was a kid, I couldn't even lift the pumpkin because it was so big. After finally getting the perfect pumpkin with the help of someone who could actually lift the pumpkin, you now get to pick what you want to carve your pumpkin into. The options are endless, from a scary face to carving out a figure such as a ghost. Who does not enjoy spending time with the ones you love and carving out a pumpkin? After you carve your pumpkin, you are now able to use it as a decoration for the front of your house leading up to Halloween. So not only do you get the enjoyment of picking out the pumpkin, you get to personalize it to whatever you would like, and you get to use it as a sweet Halloween decoration. And the best fall activity to do is to go to the apple orchard. The apple orchard represents everything that I think of when I think of fall. At the apple orchard, my family and I never fail to make memories that gets repeated every time we go to the apple orchard. At the apple orchard, you are able to get the delicious apple cider and donuts that seem to top every other donut you have ever eaten in your entire life, and the savory caramel apples that melt in your mouth. The apple orchard has many activities that will bring entertainment for all ages of the family. There you can go on hay rides and just take in the fall air while enjoying the ride in your family. Whether if it's running or getting lost in the corn maze or climbing on top of a hay bale, who doesn't love going to the apple orchard? Now does it seem so bad that summer is ending when you have so many enjoyable activities you can do? For M6 Television, I'm Kelsey U.